The landscape surrounding two former Chicago Bulls All-Stars has now become a matter of significant concern as both players are being labeled as distressed assets. Joe Cowley of the Chicago Sun-Times reports that Arturas Karnisovas, the president of basketball operations for the Bulls, is actively seeking to move on from two hefty contracts. The $138 million owed to former two-time All-Star shooting guard Zach Lavine over the next 3 years, and the $41 million allocated to former two-time All-Star center Nikola Vucevic for the next 2 seasons. Lavine's contract also includes a player option worth $49 million for the 2026-27 season, which further complicates his trade value. As Cowley highlights, the current Bulls roster is notably guard-heavy, featuring several ball-dominant players. Lavine, Coby White, and the newly acquired point guard Josh Giddey are all expected to take on significant roles. Meanwhile, defensive-minded guards like Ayo Dosunmu and Jevon Carter are likely to be relegated to reserve positions. Adding to the mix is Lonzo Ball, a 3-and-D guard who has been out of action for 2.5 years due to injury, but might be ready to return to the Bulls lineup this season. Power forward Patrick Williams, who recently secured a 5-year, $90 million contract in free agency, would presumably start alongside Vucevic in the Bulls' front court if he remains with the team. Rookie forward Matas Buzelis, selected 11th overall from the now-defunct G League Ignite, and seldom-used swingman Dalen Terry are also expected to see some rotational minutes off the bench, assuming the roster remains unchanged. The question now is whether Lavine or Vucevic could be viable additions for the Los Angeles Lakers. On one hand, Lavine's sharp shooting could be a substantial asset for the Lakers. However, his defensive deficiencies, persistent injury issues, and the enormous size of his contract might be problematic for Rob Pelinka, the Lakers' general manager and team president. Last season, Lavine, who is now 29 years old, appeared in only 25 games for Chicago. During his limited time on the court, he averaged 19.5 points per game with shooting splits of 452 from the field, 349 from beyond the arc, and 854 from the free throw line. He also contributed 5.2 rebounds, 3.9 assists, and 0.8 steals per game. Notably, the Bulls seemed to perform better during his absence, with Coby White and the now-departed DeMar DeRozan stepping up as the primary playmakers. Vucevic, once recognized for his proficient jump shooting, experienced a noticeable decline in this aspect of his game last season. In 76 games, 74 of which he started, with the 39-43 Bulls, the 33-year-old center averaged 18.0 points per game, with shooting splits of 484 from the field, .294 from three-point range, and 822 from the free throw line. His three-point shooting percentage of 29.4% came on 4.1 attempts per game. Additionally, he averaged 10.5 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 0.8 blocks, and 0.7 steals per game. Vucevic's lack of agility and verticality makes him a significant defensive liability, which could make him a less desirable fit for the Lakers. They are in need of a more dynamic rim-rolling backup for their all-star center, Anthony Davis. For the Lakers, adding Lavine could be appealing due to his offensive capabilities. His ability to score efficiently from the perimeter could complement the Lakers' offensive structure. However, his defensive limitations and injury history could be red flags. His large contract, which includes a significant player option, also adds a layer of financial risk. On the other hand, Vucevic's potential fit with the Lakers is more problematic. While he has been a reliable scorer in the past, his defensive shortcomings and the decline in his shooting accuracy make him a less ideal match for a team that values strong defensive play and needs a backup center who can provide athleticism and rim protection. Ultimately, the decision for the Lakers to pursue either Lavine or Vucevic would hinge on their ability to address the concerns related to each player. Lavine's scoring prowess could be a major asset, but the financial and injury concerns must be weighed carefully. Vucevic's fit with the Lakers would need to be evaluated in the context of his defensive limitations and overall performance decline. The Lakers must carefully consider how either player would impact their roster balance, financial commitments, and long-term strategy. If they choose to pursue a trade, They will need to ensure that the potential benefits of adding Lavine or Vukovic outweigh the risks associated with their contracts and past performance.